This episode is in partnership with the Rivoli Arts District, a place where you can watch, learn, and create. Thank you to the RAD for allowing us to utilize this space so we can create anything. I am so happy to be here.
So
I'm just excited.
We made it.
How do you feel right now?
I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Nervous because this is a cool production that we got going on here. Like, this is very professional, and it feels nerve-wracking a little bit to be finally at this moment, but I'm so excited about it. Yeah, so it feels good.
You know something? I feel your nervousness as well. I also feel like extremely excited. Like, so excited, I feel like I could just jump out of this chair. Like, it's hard to contain and even harder to slow down and process my thoughts and process the words that I'm saying to you right now. But I think I'm just excited to let everyone hear my voice, let everyone hear your voice and hear what we have to say, because we always have something to say. We just don't always share it.
I agree. And this is not something that we're just now putting a camera to what we're finally doing, but we pretty much do this on a daily basis because, I mean, sports is what we do and it's what we love and we enjoy. So to be doing this with the camera is going to be fun.
You're so right.
You can't hold back now.
Okay, what's a funny moment that you had before we got in these chairs? Like, what's a funny moment that you can think about?
I got a bunch. Let's start with the choice of the outfits, right? Because, I mean, honestly, we thought about doing this on our sweats, but it just wasn't gonna hit the same if we did this on our sweatsuits, because we're pretty much wearing this every day. So we actually went off, and we have a friend, Sandra, who helped us out picking the outfits. So it was funny to try some new things.
Yeah.
Now, how do you like my outfit?
I love that. I think it's super cute. It's giving chic. It's giving you step out of the mall. No, it's super cute. I love it.
Thank you.
You know something? I think my funny story is just how we arrived here. Like, we are
like on the way here?
Like, arrived here in the studio. So we get up early and we still like arrive here somewhat late. Like, it's just funny, you know, like we were just so nervous. Like, we're walking around doing different things, saying different things, getting our stuff together. And like, it was crazy, you know, we had to go different places and we arrive here and it's like, it's just great, you know?
I know. And the funny thing is that, like, I literally had everything prepared for us to leave the house early, like the day before. I have all the outfits prepared, set up, backpack is done, the list is done, and we still managed to forget things. And we still managed to leave the house late, even though everything was already prepared.
Classic.
I agree.
Well, like, going forward and more about She Won, why do you think She Won exists? Like, why do you think you and I created She Won?
Great question.
Yeah.
Well, there are multiple reasons. So we kind of did this indirectly, right? She Won is a whole, at this point for us, for you and I, it's pretty much a whole movement that we want to share. But we always highlight women in sports. We know that we deserve more attention, we deserve more praise, and we deserve more love. So we've been doing this pretty much on the low. And then I've been asked a few times, why don't you do a podcast? And I kept saying no, because I'm like, who is going to listen to me talk for an hour? But after going through a few of my own videos on my personal social media and having the opportunity to do that with other people, we kind of just went on a leap of faith and we're like, you know what, let's do it.
I agree. I think so many people, as we started this journey, were like really backing us. Like, they were supporting us. And I think that's so special. Like, when you create that community beyond just like yourselves, because like you can't do it alone. Like, anything that we like plan on doing in our lives, like, it can't just be you and me. It's got to be others. It's got to be community. And for me, I think about how much I talk in general. I talk all the time, like too much. And I really just wanted to put my words out, just for one, so people could hear what I have to say, because I have so much to say, but not everyone knows that. And two, sometimes I feel like I shouldn't say things. Sometimes I feel reserved. Sometimes I feel quiet. And sometimes I don't say a word. And for me, this is almost a moment for me to just be out loud and honest and opinionated and not care what anyone thinks, not care what anyone says. And so for you, it's like like right where you're supposed to be. For me, I also think it's right where we're supposed to be too.
I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't take back whatever you say is recorded on camera now.
Yes.
So you can take back. That's cool though.
I agree.
Why you think we are doing this now? Why not last year? Why
Yeah.
not next year?
Yeah. I know I'm a firm believer in where we are is where we're supposed to be. I think timing is everything. I think last year, even 5 months ago, 6 months ago, we weren't ready, you know. In this moment right now, we're ready for this moment. You know, like we are so excited to be here. We're so excited to let our like opinions be known to anyone who has to listen, anybody who wants to listen. And I'm hoping that other people that look like you, look like me, are watching, you know.
I agree.
And they are like, yeah, I can do that too. Or yeah, I see myself in them, you know. And so this is the moment. This is the time. And I think it's just right, you know.
I agree. I agree with you. The same thing for me. And honestly, if this was to be happening the same time last year, it wasn't going to be good timing for us.
Yeah.
So I agree. Everything happens for a reason, and we are here now. And I'm glad that we're actually able to push this into action because it's been a thought for us for a while.
Yeah.
You know?
Jay. Everyone, okay. I call Julia Jay because Julia is wonderful, beautiful, but Jay is that nickname that like I kind of coined. So
And by the way,
feel free.
if somebody calls me Jay, I know they met me through Angel. Nobody calls me Jay elsewhere. So it's pretty much if I hear the name Jay, she was the one who introduced them.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
Speaking of you, tell me, well, not just me, I know who you are, but kind of tell our listeners who you are and what you do, you know?
This is a difficult question. And that kind of ties into the topic because in sports, we are usually like athletes over time, they will have their identity gathered to with their sport, right? So I used to introduce myself as Julia, the volleyball player. I still introduce myself as Julia, the volleyball player. So this is almost like an impossible mission when it comes to introducing myself. But I'll start with where I come from.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And I was born and raised in Brazil. And I had the opportunity to come to the United States when I finished high school because I played volleyball my whole life. Well, can't even say that. Played soccer first, but volleyball was my main sport there. And then once I finished high school, I was being scouted to come here to the United States without even knowing. So I was blessed with the opportunity to come here. So I came here for college. I would say that I'm pretty brave, pretty courageous.
Yeah.
It's almost hard to like say such things because I don't want to be, I don't want to brag about me. This is not me bragging. And when I first came here, you know this about me. They don't know this about me. When I first came here, I didn't even know English at all, like zero. And I was going to college. Now you imagine you going to college overseas without knowing the language. But that was such a cool experience, like once in a lifetime. And I was able to learn and grow from it. And after I graduated from college, I kept playing volleyball. And then most recently, I started doing videos. I was like, you know what, let me share about what I'm doing because I always wanted to see somebody like me who was playing volleyball, knowing what was going on and things of this sort.
Yeah. Wow.
And I didn't have somebody. So I started sharing. And that has been working out because I have some people in Brazil who were very curious about like how I did it, how I came to the United States, or like how I went other places in the world. And I've been doing that ever since.
Wow.
I like to chat too. I don't mind chatting at all.
You're pretty quiet until someone starts talking to you. And then I think you open up and you're very talkative.
Yeah. But I would say I like chatting. Like if we are having a conversation, let's say like if you invite me over to your house and we are having,
There must be cheeses and meats.
I'll take cheeses.
There must be snacks.
It's not a must be. You can have water and invite me. That's not a problem at all. But if you invite me over, I'll want to stay for conversations for sure. Yeah.
I was thinking about something. What do you think people who don't know you kind of misunderstand about you, you know?
I would say for me, you get this all the time from me because I just say whatever I can say to you because there's not going to be any judgment. Or there might be some judgment, but I won't care. I think I'm competitive to an extreme point sometimes, which is a good thing. It's a good trait to have as an athlete. But I would just be so hard sometimes with myself and with other people. Remember the tournament that we played?
Y'all.
Remember that we played a beach volleyball tournament? You, me, and Cello. And it was a forced tournament for people. I put me in 2 of them. They never played volleyball in their lives. And that was just a funny experience.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
I had all the intentions of being calm. I don't know what happened there.
Y'all, she was literally like coaching us as if we were national team volleyball players. Cell is Julia's brother, and he was hustling after balls, diving, getting passes, and I was like, I'll get there if I can. Posing. And of course, she's like, Angel, get to the ball. Get to the ball. Why did you miss that?
I just felt like you weren't giving enough.
Marcelo, same thing. So get that. I'm like, we're doing our best, Jay.
No, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I went, analyzed my actions, and I apologized to them because it was a rec volleyball tournament. There was no reason to stress whatsoever.
Yeah.
But I think that's one of my characteristics that is misunderstood because it's just hard. Like, it just feels hard for people sometimes.
Yeah.
It felt hard for my teammates that I know.
But yeah, I think that's a great quality about you, though. Even though it's tough, it's one of your best qualities, you know.
I appreciate that.
Hey, I'll give you credit where it's due.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I guess my last question before we move on.
I was just about to ask about you. We don't have. Okay, go.
What do you think like sports have done for you as a woman, as a person?
As a woman, they gave me confidence. Sports is one of those things that is so challenging as you're going through it. But as you are able to overcome the barriers, it builds that confidence. And it almost can feel like cockiness sometimes to people who are outside of it. If you're in it and you play, you understand why like athletes are seen as cocky. It's just something that you kind of create a tough skin as you're going through it.
I agree.
I enjoy it. It's something that now is a quality of mine, you know, and I feel it. At first, I didn't know that it was confidence in me. But then as I went through life and interacted with other people, they were like, yeah, Julie, like this is a good characteristic of you, confidence. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to piggyback off of you and kind of tell you and our viewers the same things. I agree. I think I was able to create a tough exterior in the presence of like an adversary. You know what I mean? Like I know how to do that. When things are hard, you might not know it. You might not see that in me. Like that's really difficult. But for me, it's like I can smile, but I can be serious very, very quickly. And I think another thing that I learned as being a college athlete and an athlete in general was just structure and systems.
That's a good one.
Man, like it's so different if you did not play sports or did not even play in college. Everything is, well, at the Division I level specifically, because I definitely can speak to that, and the Division III level. We'll talk more about that later. But I know that like things are done for you. Like you have to go to class. You have to go to get food, you have to get treatment, you have to go lift weights, conditioning, then you have to shooting workouts. And so those structures, like even though they get sometimes very like repetitive, they teach you that you need to get things done when you need to get things done.
Yeah.
And they teach you that we need to be on time.
I have a story about this. just to cut your story real quick. So my first year here in the United States, right? So still learning the ropes and everything. This is my very first practice. You know how practices are in Brazil because you went to it.
Yes.
If we start a practice at 3, the practice probably starting at like 3:10, 3:15. But that's not because we are out here like slacking. It's just because there's traffic. You're taking the bus. You're coming from like 30, 40 an hour away. For me, it was an hour away going to practice. So it's just something that we're more lenient about. Here, there's no reason for you to be late for practice, right? Because everybody has cars. You can walk to practice. If you are playing, you can just walk to practice. So very first practice starts at 3. Everybody's there at like 2:30, 2 p.m., whatever it is. The nets are being set up and I'm walking in at 3. Everybody's just looking at me like... Why are you late? I'm like, well, isn't practice starting at 3? They're like, yeah. Aren't you going to set up the nets? Which, by the way, is something that I never had to do before. Yeah.
Your coaches set up the nets for you.
The nets are just set up.
Oh, they're always set up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a wonderful privilege.
I agree. I'll take that. But keep going.
No, I think that's a great story. That's hilarious. I think that structure, though, is important. It's something you learn as an athlete, and that other students who don't have that same story and kind of lifestyle, like they just don't understand, and they don't know. They don't even know, like I have somewhere to be right now. Like, where are you going? Like, I have somewhere to be. Like, I have practice. Like, I have to get this done, and I have to study for this test because it's in 2 days and I need to study. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just learn those type of things. But I mean, for me, myself, I loved basketball. That was probably my very first love. But I started out playing softball as a kid. That was my dad.
I cannot imagine that.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, very.
My dad, shout out to Disco Dog. No, but seriously, he liked softball. And so like he put me in softball probably because like, why not try it? You know what I mean? So I enjoyed it. I was quick. I wasn't the best hitter, but I was fast. I could get to the ball, and it was fun for me. And so I played for, I don't know, since I was a small kid. It's probably about 10, 11. And then when I picked up a basketball, man, it was different, I started playing. I was having fun. My PE teacher at the time, she actually is the person who taught me how to shoot with one hand. At first, I was shooting with two. And she was like, maybe you should shoot with one. And then she taught me.
That's cool.
Isn't it? I don't know. It's a fun memory. And that same year, my fourth grade year, our elementary school was starting not my elementary school, but the entire school system was starting a league for girls basketball and boys basketball.
So that's how you got into it?
Yes. And so I got into it, and I was hoping, fingers crossed, oh my gosh, I want to play. I want to try out. But at that time, you couldn't try out until you're in fifth grade. And I was like, So that entire year, I practiced.
That's fine.
I played. Like, I just kept playing, kept sticking around for it. In that fifth grade year, I tried out and made the team.
That's cool.
And I had a sad story. Not sad story. We actually we won the championship that year, and I was so sad because I didn't play at all in the championship game. I didn't play against the team that we played against. I did not play against them during the regular season, and I didn't play against them during the championship game. And I was like happy that we won, but I was so sad that I didn't play. Like, my motivation was crazy, y'all. It was insane. I was in the gym every day after that. Every day. You could not pull me out of the gym.
That's cool. That's a great thing to have.
Oh my gosh. My mom was like, it's time to go. Like, let's go. We're going home. And from then on, it was just like this addicting thing for me. Like, I have to get better. I have to get better. I want to make this team. I'm nervous to be around these girls, but I want to make this team. And so basketball was my thing. I loved it. And I was good enough to play high school basketball, good enough and blessed enough to get a scholarship and play Division I basketball. And I loved it.
Cool. And what was one of the, besides the scholarship itself, but what the sports, how did it help shape you or bring maybe equality that you really appreciate having?
Yeah, I think I learned so many lessons, like good and bad lessons, just through trial and error. I learned that you don't always agree with people. You can't always see eye to eye, but you have to learn how to play with people and work with people. I learned that nobody's perfect and that you shouldn't hold someone to a standard. And if you don't work hard too,
Yeah.
if you don't put the work in, I learned that people are different and they're from different places. And people grow up differently. But even though they grow up differently, it doesn't mean that you guys can't have the same end goal, that you guys can't strive for those things. So for me, I learned all those lessons. And I learned that, like, you can find joy in the hardest moments, in the muddiest of waters, when you're the saddest sometimes, And I learned it all through Orange basketball in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where I grew up.
That's cool.
And from a young age, I knew that basketball was going to take me places.
That's cool. What is one thing that you think is misunderstood about you?
I think that people think that I don't say enough. Like, people think that I don't talk a lot, and it's definitely something that is misunderstood in me because I do talk a lot. I do have a lot to say. I just don't always say it, And it's a misunderstanding I think people have. And I also think that people just don't always know if I'm a nice person or a type of person they can come up to and talk to. Maybe I'm unapproachable, but I feel like I've always been someone that can talk and get along with people pretty well. I just think I get misunderstood sometimes with my tougher exterior. I'm not all smiles all the time.
I wouldn't say you look tough. You're definitely a sweet person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you know me differently.
absolutely.
But no, I think sometimes that it can be about me. But I think more than anything, sports has been the way that has tied me to get to know people and kind of like melt those tougher exteriors sometimes too. Yeah.
How did it help you grow as a woman?
Man, learning how to have tough conversations, even when I don't want to. Learning how to solve problems, and that's been probably the biggest thing as a woman, because we always have to be problem solvers. We have to be proactive thinkers, and we have to have tougher conversations because, like, that's where we're at. Even in 2025, like we have to. And so for me, it's really like, man, like I have to be able to say the things that I'm afraid to say. I have to be able to say the things that I need to say to advocate for myself and sometimes advocate for others, you know?
Yeah.
And so for me, it's about those things. And sports taught me that. Yeah.
Growing up, did you have men's coaches at all, or was it all women's coaches? Was it a mix?
Yeah. I think I had a decently healthy mix, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I had a lot of male coaches growing up. My high school coach was a male. My middle school coach, well, I had two of them women, and then my elementary school coach at that time was also a male, you know. In AAU, I had male coaches a lot of times, you know, and I think that male coaches are, you know, obviously they're tough. They're tough on girls because they want girls to be prepared, you know.
Yeah.
I think in college I had a woman coach, and I think that was a great balance for me, just because as a woman, you can talk and you can have conversations. I do think women are held to different standards than men, and we can talk more about that too.
Yeah.
But I really do believe like I had a great mix of coaches. I really do.
For me, I never had a woman coach until I actually came to the United States. It's so uncommon in Brazil. So my whole life, I always had male coaches, and I would say I agree with that. Women and men are held to different standards in coaching as well. So as I was growing up, I never saw myself as a coach ever, because you don't really see women coaching. So it's just not something that you even think about doing. But then coming here, as I went through it, and I enjoy my women coaches as well. Pretty much all of my coaches, for the most part, have been great.
Yeah.
And most recently, when I went back to play overseas, went to Brazil, I had a woman assistant coach, and she was fire. Like, that was probably one of the best coaching experiences that I had.
Wow.
Yeah.
What made her so different from other coaches?
She was just very approachable, extremely approachable. And then as you're going through your season, you know, there are going to be ups and downs and times of pressure.
Yeah.
So it's so good to have a person that you can talk to who is a person of authority, because obviously she's leading the team, and to be able to talk to her on the same level, you know, versus when a lot of times, like when you are playing your sport, you just feel a type of way when it comes to talking to a coach. It just feels like pretty much close to like a parent relationship, where it's like, yes, you can talk to your parents, but you gotta watch out for the things you say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with her, I didn't feel like that. Like, I just felt like it was very good that we could actually have a conversation. Yeah.
That's really special. Wow.
I agree.
You know, as a coach myself, I strive for that. I strive to be more approachable, and it's something that I have to work on every single day. And I admire that, and I'm really grateful that I got a chance to meet her when I went to see you play.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You met her.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So special.
She was cool. She is cool. I still talk to her, which is another thing that I really appreciate about like having that relationship with her. Allow me to, even beyond after the season was done and the contract was over, to just keep chatting with her.
It's bigger than volleyball.
In moments like that, I agree. And that's what it's all about.
Jay, how is this dynamic going to work between us? How is this going to work?
This is not the first time we're working together. We pretty much, like, ever since we met, we've been working together.
Yeah.
We always find something to do.
We really do. from the moment we met, I knew that you were the type of person that is so passionate, so driven, and like you are such a go-getter. Like I knew that about you. And I think that's so cool to find that in like another person. But even more so, like I knew that we would be able to like connect, not just ourselves, but connect with others with your sport. Like I just knew it.
Yeah, I agree. Well, when I met you, you were already a coach.
Yeah.
Which was very funny to me because I didn't have somebody who I could talk to who was a coach then, because I was finishing my senior year. I was about to graduate.
Yeah.
So it was super cool. And you just had graduated. It's not like we are that far apart in age.
Exactly.
We're pretty much the same age. So it was just a cool experience. By the way, when we first met, so we went to schools that were pretty close to each other. She went to Western Carolina and I went to UNC Asheville. As I was going to college, I worked in the media department and I was a photographer. So whenever we had games that were like basketball games, whatever games that were indoors, because those are the sports that I was taking pictures of, I wasn't really trying to go outside like that. I was the one going out there and taking the pictures. So I'm sure that we crossed paths without knowing each other because I took pictures of the Western Carolina game for sure.
And I'm almost positive that you guys came to Western.
Oh, we did.
Like we always play Asheville, and every year we always did.
We did. I always remember the game against Western Carolina because it was a game that I went and I forgot my shoes. That was like
That's
the
a
biggest
mistake.
That was the biggest desperation of my life because I think it was the first and last time that I did such thing. Went to the game, and this is not a close drive. So we go to the game, we're unpacking everything, and I'm like, where's my shoes? And I was starting, so it was a problem. I couldn't take a shoe from a teammate because who would even
do that?
Yeah. I would never just, no. So then a player from Western Carolina let me use her shoes.
Wow.
I don't remember her name, but I do remember the act. So I really appreciate it.
Girl, shout out to you. Because that is really nice. I wouldn't have done it to you.
My coach, she wanted to kill me.
Yeah.
She wanted to kill me. So that's one thing that I always remember about Western Carolina.
Go Cats, by the way.
Truly. But going back to our dynamics.
Yes.
I think it's always usually works out great because I am pretty on the flow, like on the fly. Something happens, like I'm ready for it. You are very methodical.
Yeah.
Which makes a cool balance because then she is the one who plans everything and I show up. How does it feel for you?
For me, with our balance, our dynamic.
Yeah.
You know something? I also appreciate you, even though that you are the type of person that goes with the flow, you are learning that planning side. Like you plan a lot of things too. And it's good because with my...
by force.
But it's good though, because now like when we have conversations, we can both bounce ideas off of each other and really like get a lot of things done. And because that you are go with the flow, you're able to like be in different situations and just thrive.
That's
I
true.
think I've learned that too, like how to thrive and go with the flow, even though my eye is twitching as I'm going with the flow. But more than anything, I really appreciate all the things that you do very well because like I don't always do the same things very well. You know, we just really balance each other out.
Yeah, I agree. We kind of started rubbing off on each other a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely learning the planning part. Okay.
You know something like one more thing. How do we challenge each other? I know how I challenge you.
Oh, go ahead, answer.
I challenge you on action. You are so good at, now you're getting really good at planning things and your ideas are wonderful. But now I'm just like, go. Just go. Just do it. No more thinking, no analysis paralysis. Let's go for it, you know?
I think I challenge you on vision.
Yep.
You were like, okay, I want to do step 0 first, then I want to do step 1. And I'm like, can you please just think about step 10? And then let's build it from there. Let's build from step 10. So I think I push you a lot on that vision side and truly like striving for things that are unimaginable.
I think that is why She One exists. completely. Like the core reason, like all these things that we're talking about that we challenge each other with, that we're good at. Like She Won is here because we're here, because we're doing it. Like now we're at this point where we can just like say, yeah, I'm ready for this moment, regardless of the step I'm at, the moment I've planned. Like it's time to go. You know?
I agree.
I think that's so cool. And I think that the more conversations that we continue to have while on our podcast, like we're going to get better and better. And we're going to find ourselves talking about things that like we never expected to talking about. Like I'm going to talk about like soccer. Guys, mind you, I love watching soccer. I love playing FIFA. Don't get me wrong. I never played in a day of my life. If I had changed and didn't play basketball, I think I would have played soccer.
Soccer?
I promise you, like, it's so fun. It's so fun. It's that team sport that I love. I love team sports. It's that, like, we talk about the handle with your hands, obviously. With the feet, I'm so impressed by it. Like, I love the footwork. I love the speed. Like, I love the celebrations when someone scores a goal. Oh, I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. I really do.
You are welcome to join the pickup soccer I play at.
Oof.
Pretty much every Wednesday and Sunday, I'll go out there and play soccer because I love it. It just comes from, I think it comes with the country for me. Like
Yes,
if you're in Brazil, you just play soccer. Doesn't matter if you play any other sport.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love to play. I much rather play than actually watch soccer. Although I do love watching soccer as well. I think for me, if I had to pick a different sport, I'll pick basketball.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
Basketball is just cool.
Isn't it?
Plus, I feel it is cool. Plus, I feel like I'll actually do well in basketball. Maybe not the handles, but the rebounds.
Rebounds are important.
I'll do rebounds.
Absolutely important.
I think rebounds are equivalent to blocks in volleyball.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things that like people don't really think about, but they add up
Yeah.
at the end. So I'll pick basketball for me.
This space where we get to talk about these things is so needed for us. I think it's needed for us to continue to grow and learn, but I think it's needed for other people. I will say this, like I am no like extraordinary special person, you know. I'm just a person who really loves basketball, loves sports, loves talking about sports. And I just want other people to feel like they are at home when they're talking, when they're hearing us talk. And I want them to add to the conversation. I want them to be a part. And I want them to feel good when they hear us talk about all things sports, especially women, because we run the world. We just do. We just do, right?
I agree. And let's be real, like we need more women talking about sports. It's just cool to hear and it's cool to see. So we want to push that because obviously we love to play. We are here. So there you go. But I would say too, I would love to have the opportunity to bring some coaches, athletes,
Yes.
directors,
Yes.
franchise owners.
Yes. To this podcast, because we love sports, but we love business too. That's an important thing for women, and we want to make sure that we have people here that you can listen to that are just different, different from what you normally hear, and that's important. I think some things that you all can expect from us is super honest conversations, super honest, super raw, and really just kind of getting an idea of who we are as people. And like maybe you can really compare and contrast our experiences and maybe even like be like, yeah, I like those things too.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that we were talking about when it came to where we wanted the podcast to go, like what vibe do we want for the podcast? And we went all over the place, right? Because we were thinking like, do we want to go journalist style? Do we want to go super chill style?
Yeah.
And we obviously decided to go with the chill because it's much more fun and we feel comfortable and we want you to feel like you are having this conversation with us, like we're at a bar talking about sports, right?
If you're 21.
If you're 21, you can be at a bar and not drink anything.
True. Okay.
So we just want this conversation to feel inviting, and we want you to participate and get your feedback as well. So as we go through this, and we want to open this space up for you to be participating as well, like through comments, through messages, emails, and we want it to be good for you to hear at the end of the day.
And I really believe that this conversation can show that women like us can be emotional. Like we can show that side and show that, things are not always easy, things aren't, we won't always show you the finished product. We can be hard. We can have that exterior that's real, I think women have to have that as well, but we can just be ourselves. I think that's the most important piece. So when you guys are watching us, we're going to be us. We're going to be authentic. At least as close as we can be. No one's perfect.
I agree.
Yeah.
What does She Won means to you?
For me, She Won is a platform to, and this is personally, to show people that I can do anything, that I can say anything, that I can be anything, that I can go anywhere, that I can have any conversation that I want, and that you guys can understand it, and you guys can feel it, and you guys can want to be a part of it too. And for me, it is that, and I think that is how I become a better version of myself too, by helping you guys. Yeah.
Oh, that's deep.
What I know. See what I'm talking about, y'all. Emotional. What about you?
Well, to me, it means victory. Every win that we took, you know what I mean, through life. For me personally, every win that I went through life, and then they all gathered in this space because we are here now, and we won it again, and we'll keep winning.
And even losses, we don't talk about the losses, but something, we have them too. And
That's
all
true.
those losses and all those wins, they all come together, and we win. You win, I win, she won.
She won.
Exactly.
It's especially. It's about the she. So talking about the she, because we want to highlight the women. We'll talk about men and women's sports, but obviously our goal is to highlight women in sports.
Yes. What really excites you about now and going forward with She Won?
There are some very cool events coming up.
Yeah.
I'm excited about, now we're heading towards, this is being recorded at the end of the year, and we are heading into 2026. So there is some cool events like the World Cup coming to the United States more specifically. So I'm excited for those events coming up because I want to talk about those.
Yes.
As well as what has been going with women's basketball in the United States. That's going to be interesting going into 2026. That's on the short term. On the long term, if we talk about Olympics, that's what's in my mind.
Yeah. And I think too that something that really excites me is people coming here. People coming to the podcast, and we're just having that conversation, that real candid conversation where we can just unpack things and be serious, but also be having fun and also learn a lot. That really excites me. I'm so I'm so excited to learn more from other people.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see the projects for you all to see the projects that we're creating as a team. She Won is our podcast, but we've also created She Won Media. And it's something that we've been working on for a little while now with the help of people in our community, And it's so special because we get to talk to you guys about what we love, which is sports. But we also really want to bridge that gap and help other people talk about things they love. It doesn't matter what it is. Things that they talk about is sports. It could be business. It could be life. Well, it doesn't matter, I think She Won Media is something that I'm extremely excited about too.
It's something we'll have coming up, and we'll keep telling you more about it. We'll give you more details on it. I agree. 2026, what is something that you're really looking forward in 2026?
Yes. I'm looking forward to exploring new sports that I never have. I'm really looking forward to going to places that we've never been before and talking to other people. I'm really, really excited about just of course, for my job as a basketball coach, I'm excited for my players and seeing how they learn and grow and build themselves as women. I'm really excited about that, and hopefully even showcasing it here on our podcast.
You should, which we didn't even talk about that, but Angel, she is a women's basketball coach. She coaches for University of Wisconsin at lacrosse. And that is a Division 3 program here in La Crosse. So, and she's currently going through the season as we're doing the podcast. I bet this is craziness for you.
You know, it's definitely a challenge, but I honestly, I can't wait to bring the lessons that I'm learning from that program here. And I can't wait to bring the things that I'm learning here to them. That's I'm just so excited how everything ties together.
Yeah, I agree. What are some of the things that our listeners should expect coming forward with She Want podcast?
Episodes, tons of episodes. Well, maybe not tons, but episodes about different things that we have on our mind, different conversations, different people, and tons of excitement. You know, I think more than anything, we want to bring that passion, that energy that we have for the game that we both love, but also bring that excitement to anything that people bring here. And we also really, really want to highlight things that are happening right here in Wisconsin, in La Crosse. And I hope that you guys want to hear more about that, because you know something? I'm from Tennessee. I did not know anything about Wisconsin. I didn't know anything about Wisconsin.
Not even cheese curds?
Girl, I forgot about cheese. I really did. I was like, oh yeah, that place. But I am excited. I'm excited, and I hope that you guys kind of really enjoy what we have. What do you think that people should expect from us too?
They should expect chill conversations, cool people coming in, and inspiring stories.
Inspiring.
Yeah. So one of the things that we want to do, as Angel mentioned, is to take She Want in a few different places. So if you have a place in mind or an event in mind that you would like us to go to, please feel free to put a comment down below, and we would love to hear. Yes. We're like, this is the beginning, so we are open to any ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone, we just want to say thank you. You know, I know I can speak for Julia when I say, like, I am so happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're a part of this conversation. I'm happy that you're here with us on our journey. And we hope that you stick with us and stay with us and explore with us, you know. And if you want to, no pressure. Like the video, hit subscribe, and just join this movement, because even though we're talking about just ourselves right now, we want to talk about why she won.
And we cannot win without you. So thank you.
Okay. Bye, guys.
This episode is in partnership with Artisa Gallery. Thank you so much for sponsoring this podcast. Artisa Gallery is a space where you can go, create, and flow. Thank you. If you want to see more from She Want Media, follow us at She Want Media in all social media platforms.